So I bought some BNB perps on KuCoin, and I'm just in it for a quick scalp. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of price action. As we can see, this is a 3-minute time scale. If we zoom out to the 1-hour time scale, like, it's clearly making a triangle, and for the past, I don't know, 7 or 8 hours, it's been under the yellow line, which is the moving average. Let's see, what is it? The 100-hour moving average. But recently, it crossed it, and now it's treating it like support. So that to me is good risk reward. It's flipped the moving average from resistance to support. And as we zoom in, right here is previous resistance, so it's having a little bit of trouble breaking through it, which is to be expected. But if it does break through it, I mean, I expected to see it pop to 350 quickly. If not, then it starts to fade to like 334, 333. Then I might cut losses. But really, my hard line is 330. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, then I get to make some money. So here is the concept of risk reward. I'm at 336. I'm trying to make between $8 and $15, and I'm willing to lose between $6 and $8. So my risk reward of profiting 8 to 15 versus losing 6 to 8 is approximately 2 to 1, maybe 1.5 to 1, and that's what you need. You always need a proper risk reward. Ideally, you want like 3 to 1, 4 to 1, but when you're doing little scalps, you have to go for a little smaller size goals. So on the 3-minute time frame, it's kind of hard to see what's going on. So we zoom out. Let's look at the 5-minute time frame. A little bit more clear. We can see it's kind of going up, down. Stops going down here. So there's definitely some support at 310. Definitely some support at 320. I'll go ahead and draw those lines right here. But it used to be resistance right here. Now it's support. And then let's do hot pink for the resistance. And right now we have some resistance here at 340. So it's going to be a little bit tough to get past 340. I recognize that, but I'm willing to take that risk. That's what trading is, just managing risk reward. So let's zoom out to the 30-minute time charts. As you can see, it still looks good. I mean, there was a major, let me see, what kind of tools I have. There was some major volume here. I mean, not major. There's some big volume here of a sell-off. Some major buying volume here, indicating a reversal. And they had a nice little run, hit some resistance, pulled back a little bit, and now it's starting to consolidate. So my theory is we're in a kind of like a trend reversal. If you look at the daily, we had a major downturn from 700 down to 220. That's like a 66% downturn. So I'm expecting it to bounce at least to 464. So while that's happening, you can kind of like snag some quick wins, or you can take a position and go longer term. But whatever it is, like, you need a game plan and you need to stick to your rules. My game plan is just for going for scalps right now. Scalps is quick flips for quick money. And I bought this 336 breakout. Well, what I thought was a breakout. I bought it at 336, like right around here, because I saw it going past this previous resistance. But now it snagged a new resistance at 340. So maybe I got in a little prematurely, but my gut tells me it'll consolidate more and then go past it, blast it, and then hit 350. And as it's doing that, I'm going to scale out. I'm going to sell little 10% chunks and then take some profits. Conversely, if it doesn't and just kind of falls back, I'm going to scale out and take a little bit 10% losses. And maybe buy some more if it hits this bottom channel. But my game plan is just to go for the quick 345 to 350 profit target. Let's draw a line here. Take some profits here. Let's make that color green. And I'm also trying to minimize my losses right around here. So I'm going to lose either $6 or make $8. So that's my game plan, and that's a hard game plan. If the price action hits either one of these arrows, then I'm going to execute my plan. Either take losses here or take profits here. And if it does reach here, I'm only going to take partial profits and scale out as it goes up. So I'll just kind of let this go so you can see the price action. Maybe it can be sped up. So right now I'm in at 336, 336.70s. So I'm at break even. So I'm just kind of watching it. I like the 3-minute time frames because I can kind of get a big picture. But if we zoom in on the 1-minute time frame, it's not as clear. But then you can see the micro moves. You can see, you can really zoom in and kind of see what's going on. That to me just looks kind of like it's consolidating, it's struggling. So zoom out. Doesn't look too concerning. And you kind of have to look at the picture overall. It's doing an up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And it did a hard down right here to do a little shakeout, and now it's kind of going back up. So to me, I see an upwards movement right here. If we look at the 30-minute time frame, it's had 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the 5 past 30-minute bars have been green. So I'm guessing like the next 3 or 4 30-minute bars is going to be green as well. If we look at the 1-hour time frame, we've had 3 consecutive hours of green, which is preceded by 4 hours of red, which is preceded by 4 hours of green, which is preceded by 4 hours of red. So just from that alone, I can see a little pattern. 4 hours of red, 4 hours of green, 4 hours of red, and I'm guessing 4 hours of green. Right here, let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Right here we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 4-hour bars of green, like right here. That's really bullish. And then I already see the sell-offs here. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of sell-offs here with big volume. Sell-offs here, sell-offs here. So these are the panics, and to me, I think they ran out of stuff to panic with, and now the smart money's coming in, scooping up all the cheap shares. Zoom out to the 6-hour. Panic. Looks like smart money was buying here, and it's just consolidating. 12 hours. One month. Now looks like it bugged out. Let's try 1 week. So as you can see, this week it fell from 563 all the way down to 220. That's a huge haircut. I expect this week to be a rebound, maybe back to like 430. So you have to look at every single time frame to get a big picture and small picture idea and game plan. So let's zoom back into the 3-minute. Oh, look at this. It popped up past my upper channel. So I'm feeling really good about this trade. It hit 339. The momentum is continuing as I expected. It broke out past this previous 339 resistance. If we zoom out a little bit. Now, I want it to hit 345 to 350, and that's where I'll start to take profits. Again, this green arrow is my profit taking game plan. This red arrow is my loss cut game plan. But here's another thing. Since it's starting to break the upper channel of my triangle, I can adjust my loss target now. Since it's going in my direction, I'm going to switch it and raise it to 336, which is my entry point for break even. So now I'm either going to break even or make money. That's my game plan. And I just got to have a little patience. Hopefully it continues to break this upper triangle and continues this upward movement. Zoom out to the 15-minute. It's consolidating beautifully in this triangle. Another thing to notice is the volume is starting to drop and the price is starting to rise. That tells me like the sell-offs have finished. Like the people who are panicking have run out of shares to sell, and now it's just buyers scooping it up. It's not taking that much volume to make it go up. Like right here, it's about 5 to 20k bars to make it go from 323 to 340. Whereas over here it took 180 to 230k bars to make it go from 340 down to 320. So as you can see, the volume here is way less, but at the same time it went up the same distance as this. But over here the volume bars were massive, and it did a quick panic drop. Okay, zoom into 3-minute. Zoom into the 1-minute. Auto scale. Where's the auto scale? Reset chart. So excitedly, it did a little pop to 340, but it didn't quite bust through. It did for a split second, and then had a little quick rejection. That's okay. That's probably some small fish day trader, trying to take some profits. We just got to stick to the game plan, which is now 336 and 344. So in the meantime, you can also do technical analysis on every time frame: 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, etc., etc. And you should always do technical analysis as much as you can, as often as you can. So here I'm just going to do a little quick trend line. Let's do yellow. Let's do light yellow. Right here, this is the lower channel, and then I'll just use the same color. And this is the upper channel. So I'm expecting it to trade within this channel along the way to my profit target. If it goes below this bottom channel, then I'm going to cut my losses or reevaluate. But I'm constantly doing technical analysis. I'm constantly looking at every single time frame, and I'm just thinking to myself, what could go wrong? What could go wrong? Because I'd rather be break even and out, not lose any money, than be stubborn and try to get that money, force that profitable trade. The name of the game is don't lose money. Do everything you can to keep your capital. And so making money is a side effect of those disciplined mentalities. Like, I'm okay, I don't need to make this money, but I would like to. But the most important thing is not losing money. So I'm just continuing to watch the price action. I'm continuing to hold. I'm in from 336. I'm up $3. Nice. And my game plan is just to wait and see, to see if it goes according to plan. Oh, right here we saw a big wick, volume down. I don't know what that is, but it looked like a market sell. That's a little concerning, but I'm still patient because my bottom channel is clearly intact. My upper channel is clearly intact. And my goal is to make, $8 in profit. I don't want to make $2 or $3. I want to make $8. You got to have conviction, you got to have a game plan, you got to stick with it. So it looks like it's the volume bars are starting to increase, and it looks like there's some heavy selling pressure. So, you know, we got to keep that in mind. We got to get ready. But at the same time, this is the bottom channel. This is supposed to be support. Now we got to look really hard to see if it holds true. So that's awesome. It did a huge, not a huge, it did a pullback from 340 to 337 right here. And now it's testing the bottom channel. Hopefully it'll hold steady and then start to bounce back up and break through 340. But we can't expect it to. We have to stay nimble and adhere to the game plan. So I'm going to give it a little bit of pain just because my break-even price is 336. Now it's at 336. Now I have to get ready and prepared to cut my losses and break even. And oh, it held steady, and it looks like it's starting to reverse. If I see a green bar on this 1 minute time frame, I'm going to hold. And that's exactly what I wanted, and that's exactly what I see. So now this tells me that there's resistance at 340, and somebody panicked huge. I don't know, was trying to take profits or not get squeezed. A short wasn't trying to get squeezed. But this bottom channel is still holding steady. It's being tested. Not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. Not that nervous because I didn't put that much, but I'm anxious because I want it to find support here and go back up. I mean, there's so many different ways to do this. You can buy at the bottom channel, sell at the top, buy at the bottom channel, sell at the top. But you know, that's very difficult and very tedious. It's not for everyone. So it looks like the selling pressure is not done. I'm going to keep a close eye. Going to go to the 3 minute time frame. And it looks like it's good on the 3 minute time frame. No reason to panic just yet. I'm going to go to the 5 minute time frame. Boy, it looks pretty solid on the 5 minute time frame. And again, you know, my original bottom channel or triangle is right here. So I was mentally ready to lose for it to drop to 330 even before this little channel started forming. Let's go to the 30 minute. Reset chart. Still looks good to me. Still looks pretty solid. Let's go to the 1 hour. Now it's kind of getting hard to see because I did all that technical analysis on the smaller time frames. But as far as I can tell, it's still game plan is still on. But notice how when I zoomed in, I changed. I stayed nimble and I changed my strategy because it started to go against what I thought was going to happen. But at the same time, I'm constantly looking at all my time frames to make sure, like, double checking to see if my thesis is correct. Let's go back to the 1 minute. So looking at the 1 minute, there's definitely resistance at 340, which used to be 338, which used to be 336, which used to be 334. So what we're looking for is higher lows. The low was here at 324 or 326, 327, and then it became 331, then it became 333, 334, 336, 336, 70. So that's what we want. We want to constantly see lower or higher lows and higher highs. Zoom out to the 3 minute time frame. So far it looks okay. Day trading, scalping is very time consuming. You have to be glued to the screen. This is why I tend to not do it, but I wanted to be able to teach how to do it because it is lucrative. It's a good bankroll building strategy if your account is small. But you have to understand the mechanics of the various time frames. I can see it's really trying here. The bulls and the bears are clashing. Let's go to the 1 minute time frame. Yeah, it's consolidating between 338 and 336. So we'll find out who wins. We'll find out who has more money. Zoom out to the 5 minute time frame. It's at the bottom of the 5 minute time frame channel. Let's look at the 15. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up bars, 7 green bars. So a down bar is to be expected. It does need a little breathe. It just needs to breathe a little before it continues. my red bar is really close to getting triggered. But I'm trying to stay strong. I'm trying to have diamond hands. But my hard rules are hard rules. I'm not going to be stubborn. Let's see. So I put the green bar here on purpose because that's where I predict it'll be triggered at 18 hours and 30 minutes. You can see on the bottom, right here, 18 hours and 30 minutes. That's where I predict this is going to happen. If it doesn't, then I predict my loss will happen at 17:54. So it looks like it's starting to rebound. This is good. There's definitely the selling pressure is stopped for now. Hopefully it'll go back up. This time, since I saw that there was some resistance at 339, I might take a little bit of profit at 339, 340, just to lock in some profits and give me a little more cushion. When I lock in profits, then I can lower my stop loss because the profits that I made from that quick little sell gives me a little bit of cushion to be more patient. But ultimately, the goal is to make money here or lose money here. And so far, looks like we're doing okay. So since the price actually went below my bottom channel, I'm going to readjust my bottom channel. Let's delete it. And then I'm going to adapt to the new bottom that it formed. So now it's starting to go up. Great. 340 is the original resistance that I detected. Once it hits 339, 340, I might take a little bit of profit just so I have a little more cushion and breathing room. So I'm going to put in an order to lock in a little bit of profit at 339. Let's say 339.37. Close position. I put in a order at 339.37, and I'm just waiting for it to fill. I want other people to fill into me. I'm not chasing or trying to drive the price down. I want the price to go up and run into my order. I don't want to market hit a sell order and drive the price down. Every time you sell, you're being part of the problem. Every time you put a limit order, you're creating liquidity. So there are two types of traders: market takers and market makers. I'm a market maker. I put in orders and let people fill into me instead of versus trying to just slam whatever's available. So great. Looks like we're having a little bit of trouble at 340. I'm going to sell a little bit more. So I'm going to put in an order at 339.80. Oh, okay, it's doing well. I'm going to put in an order at 340.75, and I'm going to sell just like a 10% chunk. Looks like it's starting. The game plan is starting to go accordingly. 341. I like that. So now I'm going to sell another 10% chunk at 341.49. I'll do another 10% chunk. Now it's really starting to catch. So I'm going to sell another 10% chunk. At 342.75, I'm going to do another 10% chunk. Actually, I'm going to do a 25% chunk. See what happened? I put in that big order and now it's starting to reverse. So I'm going to cancel my order and then lower my price to 340. Oh, I canceled my order and start to go back up. So I'm going to change my order to 343 dot, let's say 75. And I'm going to sell 25% of my position. Hopefully it'll go up and trigger. Just got to be patient. 340. Oh, my order got triggered. Now it's hitting 344. I'm gonna put in another order at 345 dot. That's my price target. So I'm gonna sell half my order at 345.25. I'm gonna slam it this time a little bit. So it should go down. Oh, look at this large volume right here. This large volume superseded these past two volumes. So that's really bullish. Now I got to zoom out, go to the 5-minute time scale. I gotta take this profit. So now I'm gonna slam the order. I'm gonna slam the order at 345.40, 345.24. I'm just gonna go ahead and slam into that, and then I still have maybe like 60% of my position. I'm gonna just keep selling chunks. Keep selling 10% chunks so I don't drive the price down. I want it to keep uptrending. I'm going to sell a 25% chunk at 345.40. Now I'm gonna be a little more patient with the rest. 346. I'm going to sell another 10% chunk. And then 347. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and close my position completely. At 346.80, I'm going to go ahead and close my entire position because you want to sell into the FOMO, you want to buy into the FUD. So looks like other people have the same idea. I'm closing my position completely. And I'm out. Completely down. That was a scalp. You saw it from start to finish. My game plan, my thoughts throughout the entire process. And that's how you scalp. That's how you day trade. That's how you make quick flips. That's a wrap.